Welcome back everyone to Mr. Anonymous Nobody's YouTube channel. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button and subscribe if you have not done so. Share this video and my channel with someone who you think may need this information. Today's topic is going to be the top 3 ways to get her away from the cell phone. This is episode number 44. This was a subscriber request. So let's get right into it. Before we get to the top 3, let's talk about women and the cell phone. Women and the cell phone. Now, we're not saying all women, because we never speak in absolutes on this channel. We speak in reality, we speak in majority. So the majority of women are in fact addicted to their cell phones. Obviously, this is not new information. I am not reinventing the wheel, nor am I slicing bread for the first time. At some point around 2008, I believe, is when the first smartphones hit the market. And it was a game changer. Original cell phones allowed you to take pictures, capture small video footage, text, a few games, and make phone calls. With the advent of the smartphone, it allowed everything to be possible in your pocket. So segue to today's smartphone. Today's smartphone basically replaces a camera, a video recorder, a recording device, a desktop computer, a video game system, and many other electronic gadgets. It's your music player, it's your calendar. To be honest, guys, women would more or less leave their purse at home than leave their cell phone. Right? Don't believe me? Try it out yourself. See what happens. But back to the topic at hand. Why are women so addicted to smartphones? Well, you have the social media content. You have the ability to basically get unlimited attention. If you don't get attention from one app, you simply go to another. If you don't get attention from that, you simply take pictures and send them. You can talk to multiple people at one time. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some benefits to smartphones if used correctly. And more times than not, my phone's in another room. And I get crap about, man, we call you, can't never get a hold of you. I said, more times than not, my phone is somewhere else and I'm doing something else. It's just like soda. Because people don't seem to understand that soda is actually an addiction. Like cigarettes. Like cell phones. You ever stand behind someone in the checkout line? And they got that soda, right? And if they're a smoker, you best believe they're going to have the carton of Marlboros to go with it. Well, one thing we don't talk about is an addiction to cell phones. You can't put it down. You can't escape it. What you don't know is there's an algorithm that's designed to keep you attached to it. Think about how many times you've tried to wean yourself off of the cellular device, to only find another reason, another benefit, another app that pulls you back in. The same way that the microphones are always on. They're always listening. You may mention something, and then the next time you sign into your phone, there's an ad for exactly what you were talking about. But I digress. I'm kind of getting off the topic. The topic of this show, again, this was a subscriber request. How do I get women away from their cell phone? Well, I got 3 tips that may help. Let's start with number 3. Number 3, this is the reward and reprimand method. Reward and reprimand. It sounds harsh, it sounds cruel, but let me break it down for you. If you and your significant other have dinner, right? And you're eating dinner, you're, trying to engage in a conversation. Doesn't matter what it's about. And she's across the table, just tick-tacking, swiping away, right? Do you not see that as a slight disrespect to you and your time? If it's supposed to be your joint time, right? So there should be a reprimand for that. If you go to an outing, maybe to the movies, anything outside the home, and the cell phone comes out, there should be a reprimand for that. Nah, I get it. There's instances where it's called for, but maybe there is an ill family member or a sick child or something like that. But I'm talking to the point where it's egregious and it's overkill and it's interfering with the flow of conversation between you two. Let me make that point. Because I even check my cell phone from time to time. And obviously, if there's reprimand, there's reward. There's reward for good cell phone usage when you're not on it 24/7. When we're involved in things or activities or functions, you're not on your phone. Unless to take a photo of the event. Reward and reprimand. That's number 3. Number 2. The number 2 way or tactic or tip to keep her away from that cell phone. Keep her occupied. When I say keep her occupied, I'm not saying just give her tasks or things to do, meaning keep her mind occupied. Because more or less, it's a mental distraction more so than a physical one. Instead of staying there and say, hey, let's take a walk. Or hey, let's go for a run. Or let's do a home project. Pick something that doesn't allow for the cell phone to come into play. And if you really want to get good, don't even allow it into the room. If you have a separate room, let's say you got a family room or something like that. This is where you wind down and you watch movies and you chill and relax. Just say, hey, no cell phones in here. You want to charge it? Charge it in the bedroom. Charge it in the kitchen. And I get it. Things come up. Hey, I'm on call for work, whatever the case may be. But I'm saying you'll find that happy balance between, hey, this is a kind of a no cell phone event. Please charge it in the other room. And understand, guys, it's not easy. It's not easy. And you're going to get pushback. You're going to possibly have arguments. But when life, anything you actually want to achieve, it's not come easy. It does not come easy. So be prepared for that. If you take on this venture of trying to pull her away from that cell phone. Okay, let's segue into the number one. The number one way to get her away from that cell phone. What's more valuable for you to your woman, gentlemen? And it's not your money. What's the number one thing? If you've been following videos on this channel, you should know this by now. It's your attention. You want to get her away from the cell phone? Remove your attention. Go do something else. Right? remove your attention. If you follow step 2 and 3 that I've already mentioned, and we get to number 1, that means that it's not working and she's not cooperating. So the only thing to do at this point is to remove your attention. Case in point, example, you may have set aside time for each other, maybe a movie night, maybe a date night, doesn't matter. Neither one of those events involve a cell phone. If you've tried number 3 and you've tried number 2 and you get to this number 1 tip, removing your attention, this is what I want you to do. If you set aside time for you and your significant other and that cell phone comes out, guys, get up and leave the room. Don't say anything. Don't explain. Don't make an announcement. Just get up and walk the hell out. Now I'm going to paraphrase this. Don't start here. You have to work your way up to this. You have to work your way up to this. You have to at least try number 3 and number 2 before you try this. Because if you go straight to this, it won't work. Okay? Let me recap. Top 3 ways to get her away from the cell phone. Number 3, reward and reprimand. Number 2, keep her mind occupied. And number 1, remove your attention. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Again, please comment, like, share, and subscribe if you have not done so. For all of those who have just found their way to my channel, welcome and thank you for tuning in. You will find my email address in the comments. Please reach out if you have a suggestion for a video, or if you would have a question just for yourself. Again, this is your boy, Mr. Anonymous Nobody, and I'm out. Peace.